Hey everyone, long time no see. Welcome to this episode of the Healing Hearts podcast. This is a show about self-care, healing, and the topics regarding mental health. Because it's okay to not be okay most of the time. This is a safe place where each episode we talk about certain topics that are often hard to discuss, such as depression, anxiety, ableism, self-harm, suicide, addiction, healing, hope, and the road that is available to get help. We welcome you to our family and into our hearts. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey and allowing you to be a part of ours. As I'm your host, Joshua Dixon, the founder of Admireware, and today we're going to be diving into a topic that can transform your life in the most profound ways. Finding joy in everyday moments. In a world filled with constant hustle, pressure, stress, harm, violence, and etc., it is easy to overlook the simple joys that surrounds us. But today we're going to change that. We'll explore why embracing positivity and gratitude is essential. And I'll share some practical practices to help you foster a sense of purpose in your everyday life. And this is something that I've been challenging myself with for the last 16 years. Because not every day is going to be a great day. But I choose to decipher small moments out of the day and to be grateful and appreciative for those moments. And that makes almost every bad day somewhat a good day, or just más o menos like so. Instead of focusing on the entirety of the day as bad, it's like, okay, some bad things happen, but also some good things happen. And I'm grateful for just doing the best that I can with what I have. Let's begin by understanding the power of joy and gratitude. Studies have shown that cultivating gratitude can significantly improve mental health. According to research published in the journal Personality and Individual Differences, people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of depression and anxiety. Moreover, gratitude helps us feel more connected to others and boost our overall well-being. To understanding why finding joy in everyday moments is so powerful, let's look at the science behind it. According to Robert Emmons, a leading gratitude researcher, gratitude reduces a multitude of toxic emotions ranging from envy and resentment to frustration and regret. Dr. Emmons' research confirms that gratitude effectively increases happiness and reduces depression. Another key aspect is that joy and gratitude can rewire our brains. Neuroscientists have found that gratitude activates the brain's reward system, enhancing feelings of pleasure and reinforcing pro-social behavior. When we regularly acknowledge the positive aspect of our lives, we train our brains to focus on what's going right instead of what's going wrong. This shift in perspective can be transformative. Furthermore, positive psychology research by Martin Seligman suggests that practicing gratitude can increase long-term well-being by more than 10%. That's equivalent to the benefits of doubling your income. If you think about it, if you double your income, you feel way more happier. This shows how powerful just a simple mindset shift can be. I'm not asking you to undermine your experience. I'm not asking you to undermine what you're feeling. I'm just asking you to be a little bit more aware of what's going on around you. Be a little bit more aware of what's going on in your everyday life. Though a lot of things bad can go wrong, maybe there's something good. Like, I look good today. That's something to appreciate. Or, when someone smiled at me today, or maybe I saw something that really made me smile or sparked my interest or made me feel better. Like a video from Admireware from me. There's also like a psychological aspect to gratitude as well. When we experience joy and gratitude, our bodies release a flood of feel-good hormones like dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These hormones reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve our immune system. So finding joy isn't just good for our minds, but it's beneficial for our bodies too. It's beneficial for those who are around us who take part in our everyday life. Now that we understand the importance of joy and gratitude, let's talk about how we can incorporate these practices in our daily lives with a few practical tips. Number 1, gratitude journaling. One of the simplest and most effective ways to cultivate gratitude journaling. One of the most simplest and effective ways to cultivate gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. These don't have to be grandiose. Even the small, like a delicate cup of coffee or a smile from a stranger, can make that list. According to a study published by Applied Psychology, Health and Well-Being, people who wrote about things that they were grateful for just once a week were just happier and less depressed after 10 weeks. Number 2, mindful moments. Take a few moments each day to practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your surroundings, your breath, your senses. Being present in the moment can help you appreciate the beauty around you and reduce stress. Research published in the mindfulness suggests that mindfulness practice can enhance emotional regulation and improve our overall well-being. Number 3, acts of kindness or admiration. Performing acts of random. Number 3, acts of kindness or acts of admiration towards others. Performing random acts of kindness or admiration can boost your mood and spread positivity. It can be as simple as holding a door open for someone, paying for a stranger's coffee, or sending a kind message to a friend. Studies have shown that kindness releases oxytocin, known as the love hormone, which can increase our senses of happiness and connection. Number 4, which is admirers most important that we reinforce here in the community, is positive affirmations. Starting your day each day with positive affirmations, these simple statements can reinforce a positive mindset for yourself. For example, saying in the mirror that I am capable of achieving great things, or I am worthy of love and respect, or I am worthy of admiration of myself, and I am worthy of being here in this world. Research has shown us that positive affirmations can help us reduce stress and improve performance, especially in challenging situations. Number 5 is mindfulness breathing, which is another huge thing for admirer and admirer community. I've made tons and tons of content on mindfulness breathing. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to practice mindfulness breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold it for 4 to 6 seconds, exhale slowly through your mouth. Just focus on the breath. This simple technique can help you calm your mind and body, helping you reset and refocus. Number 6 is focus on your connection with nature, or unless you're allergic to nature, then maybe you can appreciate it from like looking at it, like photos of it. Because some people are actually allergic to being around certain forces of nature, which is totally fine. Some people can't go outside, so it's okay. But with whatever connection that you have with nature, spend some time outdoors or spend some time looking at photos that you admire of the outdoors, things that you admire in general. It is proven that nature has a calming effect on our minds and can help us feel more connected and grounded. Helps us also see the world around us, because when we're experiencing depression, sometimes it often feels like everything is just about us, that we are so alone and isolated in this world. But from my personal experience with nature and with seeing people out and about, helps me realize that maybe I'm not alone. Even though I am suffering from the stress and the pressures that I'm undergoing right now, and I'm suffering from the trauma that I've been through in my past or currently going through, it lets me know that there's a whole world out there. There's a whole world of possibility out there storms and flowers that blossom from those storms. Though that there's chaos, there's still beauty in the making. Whether it's taking a walk in a park, or a hike in the mountains, or simply just sitting in a garden, or sitting in your garden, being in nature can help us reduce stress and increase our feeling of happiness. And, finding a sense of purpose as well can help us have gratitude and joy in our days. With me being someone who's a survivor of sexual assault, a survivor of domestic violence, a survivor of a pit bull mauling, a survivor of 2 suicide attempts, a survivor of self-harm, of bullying, of ableism, of discrimination, of racist acts towards me, and hate in so many different ways. Finding purpose in life for me has been transformative and allowing me to push through what I'm going through and knowing that I can get through it, that I can grow through what I'm going through. Finding joy in everyday moments also ties into having a sense of purpose. When we live with purpose, we find meaning in our actions and experiences, which enhances our overall happiness. In some ways, faltering a sense of purpose can set intentions in our lives. Setting intentions by beginning your day with a clear intention. It could be something simple like today, I will be kind to myself and to others, or today I'll focus on being positive. Setting intentions can help you stay focused and stay aligned with your values throughout the day. For me, my intentions for today was to make this podcast episode because I've been behind and I haven't been the greatest leader of this community lately. And so this week, I am seizing the opportunity to be a better leader and to show up and to show out because I haven't been going through the greatest journey with life and recently I've been going through a lot privately, but this week is a better week, and this week I'm standing on business. This week I'm standing on business, and I want to be a driving factor that we can get through what we're going through and together, and I'm trying to lead by example of that. And that's my purpose and my goal in today is to using what I've been through to be a help to someone else. Engaging in mindful activities can also be really helpful. Spending time doing things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Like for me, sometimes it's playing video games or hiking or playing with my puppy, or just sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, watching meaningful content online. Not just entertaining, but just meaningful content online, like from others talking about their lives and talking about their journeys and what they're going through. It's enjoy. It's meaningful and it fulfills me. Helps me not feel alone. Especially like reading comments or replying to messages or talking to friends. Even just like sometimes volunteering or spending time with loved ones or engaging with activities that resonate with my values or your values can help boost our sense of purpose. And feel free to reflect on your values. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What are your core values? What do you want to contribute to the world? Align your daily actions with your values can provide you with a deep sense of satisfaction and purpose. Building strong connections are an essential and key component to finding purpose in life. Investing time in nurturing your relationships with family, friends, loved ones, and even with yourself, your community. Feeling connected to others provide a sense of belonging and support. It helps eliminate some of that isolation, some of that pain, some of that regret, some of that resentfulness, some of that hopelessness when you're connected with someone else and you're doing it together and you know that there's a togetherness in life because tomorrow is better with you. It is not better if we didn't have you. We'd rather have you here tomorrow. You make tomorrow better. And that's a huge focus here at Admire, where is ensuring that people feel worthy today and every day, regardless of their personal characteristics, regardless of their personal traits, regardless of their ability status. We love and admire them, and we love having them here. Having a sense of belonging is essential for us as humans, and it's essential for our mental and emotional health. And also, just it's okay to set pride aside. Like, it's okay to not be okay. And life is hard majority of the time. Understand that there's a lot to life that we may not know, that we know. I might be 24 years old and I've experienced a lot in life, but I still understand that, like, when I became an adult, I'm just a kid with responsibilities that still don't know anything. And I feel like being adult is most of that. It's just like you get a lot of these responsibilities, and there's still so much that you do not know, but you're responsible to know these things. So you have to ask someone, like, "Hey, how do I get through this? Like, what's going on here? Like, I need help. God, I need help today." Committing to committing to a long life of learning can be really beneficial to building gratitude and building joy. Whether it's through formal education, reading books, or learning new skills, continuously learning keeps your mind active and opens up new opportunities. It can also help you stay engaged and find new passions that give your life more meaning. As we're wrapping up towards the end of this episode, let's bring these concepts to life with some real life examples. I remember when I was going through a particularly challenging period. It was during the recovery from a surgery, and I felt really overwhelmed and disheartened. One day I decided to start a gratitude journal. And I wrote down each and every night 3 things that I was grateful for. And at first, it wasn't easy. It was hard. I skipped a few days. Certain days I felt like I wasn't grateful for the day that I was ahead. But I started to notice that there was a shift in my mindset. I began to focus on the more positives, no matter how small that they were. Even if it was looking at the ground and seeing a sticker from a childhood coloring book that had a smile, or that had a T-Rex or a Hot Wheels car. It made a very much significant difference in my day and in my recovery and my journey. When I was a kid and I was going through the amidst of my surgeries as well, I found a lot of purpose through acts of kindness, by sharing my stories with others, by helping out loved ones, by helping out even around the hospital and the children's what is it called, child life center, where kids can go and be kids while still connected to their hospital monitors or IV machines. I helped out, and some kids were really sad and down about what they were going through, and I would sit with them and I would grieve with them, ask them about their story, and I would have fun and show them that, like, hey, it's not over, buddy. Like, let's have fun together. Let's get through this together. And it brought immense joy and meaning to my life, because I was living through helping others. Becoming a helping hand for me really helped spark the young man that you all see and admire today. Another inspiring example that I have off the top of my head is how an admirer who wrote to us back when I had the warehouse space, well, wrote to me, because it's just me that runs Admireware, how she turned her morning routines into a time of mindfulness and gratitude, because she was inspired by how I was carrying my life each and every day, and how my content inspired her to be more mindful and to have more gratitude to life. So each morning she said that she spent a few minutes meditating, following it up with writing in her gratitude journal and setting intentions for each and every day. And she described how that practice has transformed her outlook on life and has made her more positive towards not just life, but also towards her relationships with her family and with her kids and with her significant other. It made her more resilient to face challenges that they were undergoing in their family. And she said that Admireware has really helped her reclaim purpose in her life. These stories highlight the impact of small, consistent practices can have on our lives. It's about making a conscious choice to find joy and gratitude in little things, and understanding that these small moments add up to create a life filled with purpose, happiness, and joy. Dive deeper into this topic. I did a little research, and I found out that Dr. Lebronsky, a leading researcher in positive psychology, emphasizes that the importance of savoring. She suggests that taking time to savor positive experiences can significantly enhance our happiness. This means fully immersing yourself in the moment and appreciating it, whether it's enjoying a meal, listening to your favorite music, watching a video from AdmireWare, wearing your favorite affirmation t-shirt from AdmireWare from the AdmireWare shop, or or spending time with loved ones. Also did a little bit of research towards mindfulness, and I found an expert named John Kabat-Zinn, who highlighted the power of mindfulness breathing and meditation. He explained that these practices help us stay grounded and present in reducing a constant chatter of our minds, allowing us to experience life more fully. According to John, even a few minutes of mindfulness breathing each day can make a profound difference in our overall well-being. One last comment is that I found online was from an accredited professor and a pioneer in the field of self-compassion, Dr. Christine Neff. She advocates for treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we will offer a friend or a loved one. This involves acknowledging our struggles and being kind to ourselves, recognizing that we are not alone in what we're going through. We have so much meaning, we have so much purpose, we have so much value into our lives. And the way that we admire and that we respect and that we have love for others, we should have that same respect, love, and admiration and kindness towards ourselves. I thank you so much. I love you. I thank you for enjoying this, being a part of this episode of the Healing Hearts podcast about finding joy and gratitude. Sorry for the long wait of not having episodes out. I've been going through a really depressive time, but also just finding a balance on life. Because not only that I added a new job to my life, I added a relationship to my life, and I'm adding a deeper bond with my puppy Chloe. I'm also deepening the bond that I have with my mom, making sure that I can be a better and a greater son to her so that she can know that she can have someone to depend on. Because my mom also went through a lot recently. Half of her face got burned. I took care of her wounds, her dressings, took her to her doctor's appointment. I even helped her get a new car, and I even helped her pay the bills while she was down. I worked 16 hours every day for several weeks to make sure to take care of me, her, and Chloe. And I realized, okay, there's a lot of stuff and burdens that I've been holding that I haven't been processing as healthy as I could have been. Even though I am a mental health advocate and I am a mental health researcher, I'm also not perfect in my own self-care. And so every day it's a trial and error. It's a trial and error for all of us. So I was like, you know what? I want to talk to my doctor. My doctor was like, hey man, you've been struggling with certain things for a long time. Let's try a very low dosage of Prozac, fluoxetine for depression, and get you into counseling, and hopefully that stabilizes your mood and keeps you going on that fight that you've been fighting every day of your life for. Because I've been fighting for my life since I was 4 years old. I've been fighting for meaning and purpose in this world, and sometimes it gets really hard and it gets really tiring. And so my depression medicine is helping me go against that tiring feeling that I feel like I'm always fighting, and it gives me the to keeps me encouraged and keeps me going. And even when I'm at my lowest point, I'm like, hey, it's not that bad. I can keep going. I can keep fighting for what I'm fighting for. And I'm not only fighting for myself and fighting for my purpose and my meaning and for my value and for my impact in this world, but I'm also fighting for thousands, if not millions of others who also need my voice in this world to help them have their voice in this world. Because I'm speaking for those who don't speak up for themselves. And it's not that they don't have the courage, that they don't have the power, or that they're too weak. It's because they don't see representation out there that shows them that they are worth being seen. And the one thing that I've noticed by doing this, by having the videos, by speaking on stage, by being a public speaker, by having my essay coming out in a book tomorrow, June 18th. It's a book called Hood Wellness. It's on Amazon. It's an awesome book where I wrote over 10 pages, a mini autobiography, but it's to show that how I specifically have created love, growth, and beauty from such a painful, blue, cold, invasive life where I sacrificed many parts of my body to help me reclaim my life, and how I got through my journey. By sharing my story, I've been able to help others feel and be seen. I've helped even save lives, and people think that I'm great. I'm only great because I'm with you. We are greater together than we are by ourselves. And you all help me have purpose in this world. You all help me keep fighting for each and every day. You all help me not feel alone, and I help you not feel alone. And so together we're in this fight against depression, against isolation, against childhood trauma, against all the things that we've been through. We're here to make a better world and a better life for all together. I love you, and I hope you have a phenomenal day, and I hope you love this episode. Please leave us feedback. Please leave a star review on the respective platform that you're listening to this from. And please feel free to reach out at rewire.com to either tell us about, maybe share a testimony that you would like for me to read here on the podcast, or even just reaching out to just share gratitude and appreciation to me and the Rewire community, to share a testimony with us, to buy merchandise, to not only support our mission to help others and to spread love and kindness worldwide, but also to you and to your life, because I'm all about adding joy, impact, love, healing, and hope to someone's life. I don't want to take away from your life. I don't want to add problems to your life. I don't want to add struggle to your life. I want to add meaningful value to people's lives, to add admiration, to add affirmations, to add motivation, to inspire you, to add purpose, to add joy, to really push you through it, even if you're at the top of the mountain or you're at the bottom. I think Admire Work can be that for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for another moment together. I love you. Have an amazing day today. And thank you for listening to this episode of the Healing Hearts Podcast. Bye until next time.